WESP Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
A Monday Night Football doubleheader. We knew one would be uncompetitive. We didn't know it would be the Falcons doing the bludgeoning.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man your man could smell it.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
Good people. Whoever said Monday Night Football doubleheaders were a bad idea? Who said that? Not this guy. I have said that, and some nights it can feel that way. But last night, the NFL actually provided a couple of games that gave me a thorough amount of entertainment. The appetizer, well, that was the Falcons versus the Bills. I expected that game to be over with by halftime, and it was. Except it wasn't the Bills who got the job done. It was those dirty birds flapping them wings. And you know one thing I will say, Arthur Blank, the greatest owner in team sports, his team deserved that primetime win. Big shout to Arthur Blank and his foundation that did donate $50 million to HBCUs in the Atlanta area. Clark Atlanta, Morehouse, Spelman, and I believe one other one as well. But that's not the matter. The matter is the Falcons got the win last night, 24-14, and that game was over with early. But the game that was the nightcap that finished out on Monday Night Football was Bears v. Commanders. It was a rematch of last year's. Was that a Thursday Night Football game? Seacats on the other side of the glass on the ones and twos. Was that a Thursday or a Monday as well?
Matter of fact, that was a Sunday late window game.
Maybe that's what it was.
That was a Hail Mary. I believe it was on CBS or Fox in the 4 o'clock window on Sunday.
Okay, because I do remember it feeling like a standalone type game. It was the only game that was on, or one of the only games that was on at the time. So it was just a late window game, which can feel like a diet primetime game.
Yeah.
But it was the Hail Mary seen around the world where Commanders fans, one of the most infamous parts, or I guess famous, depending on what side of it you are on, because it was at FedEx Stadium in D.C., the Commanders had practically lost the game. And a local news reporter for, I believe, the Fox D.C. station was doing what a lot of local reporters do. And when the game is about sealed and you're trying to make an assignment, you're going live, you're interviewing a fan in the tunnel, in the concourse there, to try and get ahead of the game. How do you feel about this Commanders' disastrous loss? And as they were talking to said fan, the Hail Mary ensued. Jaden Daniels to Noah Brown after a tip, a catch, a touchdown that ended the Bears season, and it sparked a run for the Commanders right to the NFC Championship game. Well, the Bears got that monkey off of their backs, and it happened in a way that felt kind of serendipitous, because at the same time that they did so using Jake Moody, former Lou Groza award-winning kicker out of Michigan, a guy who was drafted in the 3rd or 4th round by the 49ers, but was so bad in his start of his NFL career that he actually lost his job before his rookie contract was up. That Jake Moody comes in and makes the game-winning field goal for the Bears. They win it 25-24, back-to-back one-point wins for the Bears. The Bears, they're back. And CCAT, what I've realized is we weren't wrong about the Bears last year. We were early.
Mm-hmm.
We were early.
The seeds were planted. And now we have the right gardener at head coach for the Bears.
Yes. Go ahead and nurture those herbs, nurture those tomatoes, those fruits, those veggies. And when you got as many weapons as the Bears do have, like, the funny thing about the Bears is they're winning at a high clip and people are still online complaining about the guys who aren't getting the ball.
Man, DeAndre Swift looked like a man possessed last night.
Crazy.
Wasn't he like the joke around the league in terms of running back who's put in a great position, who is not hitting the hole, who is making the least out of a great situation?
Just
last
2 weeks
night,
ago.
He looked fantastic.
2 weeks ago, people were ready to bench him. Last night, he goes for like $150 on the ground, and he was one of the main threats for the Bears offense. So, again, great Monday night doubleheaders there. We're going to have Cameron Wolf. He's going to be howling with the Wolf here from NFL Network. He's going to join us in just a bit to give us a Monday Night Football recap. But first, I do want to kick off our Top 5 Tuesday with my Top 5 MVP candidates now 6 weeks into the NFL season.
Top five.
Yes, C-Cat, I'm getting the Top 5 Tuesday going early. in this show because I want to make sure we get to our guest. And we're going to do MVP candidates in the NFL season based on the first 6 weeks of this year. And I would be remiss if I didn't start off with a team who is the surprise of the National Football League.
Number 5.
Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is an MVP not just for the performance he's been putting on the field, but also for the fact that he's saving us from Anthony Richardson games. Like, think about that. If it wasn't for Danny Dimes, Indiana Jones, we might have to still be watching Anthony Richardson suffer through football games. Instead, the Colts are 5-1. Daniel Jones has led the Colts to 194 points through the first 6 games of the season. This is a franchise that has been led by Andrew Luck, a franchise that has been led by Peyton Manning. Yeah, neither one of those two has ever hit the mark. Matter of fact, it's the most points through 6 weeks in the history of the Indianapolis Colts. Indiana Jones at 5. Any problem with that, CK?
I was going to say, I think Anthony Richardson is doing his own part in preventing us from seeing Anthony Richardson. He had an eye injury.
Yeah. I don't even
pregame on Sunday that took any chance of him playing the next 4 weeks out of the question.
Drake had a line in a song. He said, that dude ain't even the starting QB. He be on the field before the game. He's just practicing throwing. And A-Rich somehow injured himself literally practicing throwing.
Number 4.
Christian McCaffrey. I know the MVP is a quarterback award in this league, but damn it, it's not to me. If we want to talk about most valuable player, Christian McCaffrey's got to be in your top 5. He's at number 4 for me. First player in Super Bowl era of the NFL to have more than 45 yards rushing and more than 45 yards receiving in all 6 games to start the season. All 6 games. That's such a CMC stat, CCAT.
Yeah.
It's like ready-made for him.
That feels exceptionally difficult. He really is a one-man offense, and the 49ers aren't really fun to watch at the moment.
Yeah.
But he's still being that productive. I did not think that was true.
Yeah, and also if you look around, like most valuable player, CMC came into this year as the one that if people had to vote, who's most likely to actually get injured on the Niners team, who's most likely to be out for the season to disappoint everybody, it would have been Christian McCaffrey. But look around. Brock Purdy, out. Brandon Ayuk still hasn't come back. George Kittle, out. Nick Bosa, out. Fred Warner, out. Juwan Jennings played, but it seemed like he was out. Who's the other receiver that just went out as well? Ricky Pearsall.
Yeah.
Ricky Pearsall is out as well. That team is decimated by injuries. They are absolutely porous on both sides of the field, except for number 23. Brock Purdy, by the way, replaced by Mac Jones, who also got hurt at one point but came back. So it's weird that the Niners are a cesspool of injuries, but it's more strange that Christian McCaffrey has not been infested by them. So he's number 4 in my top 5 MVPs through 6 weeks of the NFL season.
Number 3.
Jonathan Taylor doesn't get talked about enough. He's having a Saquon Barkley-esque type of year, a Derrick Henry-esque type of year. He is the best player on the Indianapolis Colts. He is the focal point of that offense, both on the ground and through the air. He has 7 rushing touchdowns and a receiving touchdown, so 8 total TDs. He is averaging 100 yards a game on the ground, and he's doing so with Daniel Jones as his quarterback, with that passing threat being still something that people aren't going to sell out to stop. Like, I am surprised at how great he's been through 6 games, but even more so surprised that he's not getting the level of shine or credit you would expect somebody who's being that explosive, who also has a name, who has done it before. You would expect him to be getting more of that love, but maybe he needs to have one of those breakout games in prime time. Maybe that'll do it.
I don't know. If you've got 2 MVP candidates, it's hard to imagine you have 1 MVP candidate. So I'm raising the flag, and I'm throwing the red flag right now on your list by having both Daniel Jones and Jonathan Taylor in your top 5.
Keep your flag in your pocket, buddy.
Number 2.
Baker Mayfield. You're probably going to want to throw the flag on that one. You're like, how is this guy not number 1? His team also decimated by injury. He actually is a quarterback, so he's eligible to win this award, plus 3 game-winning drives to open the season, back-to-back-to-back games in which they win, and they don't even get to line up in victory formation. Through 6 weeks, they're 4-2 in their first, or 4-2 or 5-1.
They are 5-1.
Yeah, 5-1, and their only time they got to line up in victory formation was this past weekend against the Niners, 30-19 that win. Baker's been great. He also has had his wide receiver core get wiped out, and I have to give credit where credit is due. The way he extends plays, the moxie in which he drives the Buccaneers, I mean, that dude is well on his way to a real deal franchise quarterback contract. Like, I wonder when he's eligible for extension again, because the Buccaneers should likely get that done as soon as they can. And speaking of guys who have proven themselves in this league at a high level.
Number 1.
Do I even have to say it? Patrick Mahomes, who has a quarterback right now. If I told you through 6 weeks one quarterback would lead the league for quarterbacks with passing yards plus rushing yards combined, you would have said Lamar. You might have said your favorite, Josh Allen. Maybe Jalen Hurts makes the cut. No. It's Patrick Mahomes. It's Patrick Mahomes. I put the error message for if you said somebody else. He's leading a Chiefs team now that's only 3-3, but he's also leading a team without his wide receiver 1. He's been missing his wide receiver 2 for most of the year, and he's also dealing with his top tight end, who was more concerned with album sales over the past couple of weeks than he was with football, but now his mind's back on the right track, CCAT. I love what Mahomes has become this year. He's become the Chiefs' leading rusher when they needed a run game. He's become a guy that can push the ball down the field or settle for the checkdowns, a game manager and a game changer. And he also has reintroduced himself as the best player in football, because some of y'all must have forgotten. Patrick LeVon Mahomes Jr. He is the top MVP candidate through 6 weeks of the season, and that is totally unbiased. Top 5 Tuesdays, that's how we kick it off right there. See? Simple as that. Simple as that. Joining us on the Baptist Health Hotline here is going to be Cameron Wolf. We are going to be howling with the Wolf, Cameron Wolf from NFL Network. We're going to get him on the phone line here so you guys can be embraced. He was at the Falcons and Bills game. He witnessed what was, to me, one of the more shocking outcomes of this season. Not that the Falcons won, but the way in which they were dominant. 4 sacks of Josh Allen. A team that also made very Falcon-esque mistakes, like the near-miss Drake London touchdown at the end of the first half, which should have at least been a field goal, turns out into no points. You thought that would be a turning point for the Buffalo Bills. You allow the Bills to score first drive out of the second half, and you start to think, okay, is this where the tides turn? Do the Bills now come back and put the Falcons up against the ropes? This is an Atlanta team that has done foolish things, made bad mistakes, got shut out 30-0 to the Carolina Panthers, who the Panthers' motto might be keep pounding, but over the past 7 or 8 years, it's been keep getting pounded is what we've been seeing from Carolina. So it is shocking that a team 2 or 3 weeks ago can get bounced by the Panthers like that and then bounce back and in prime time be able to get a big win like that over the Buffalo Bills. But maybe not so shocking when you look at the entirety of the Buffalo Bills resume, which I did peek back at, and I said, ooh, might have a little fraud alert going. But it's time now, good people. Cameron Wolf from NFL Network, howling with the Wolf. He joins us here on Theoretically Speaking on a Top 5 Tuesday. And Cam, we knew that one of the Monday Night Football games would likely be a dud. We knew it was likely the one you would be at, Bills versus Falcons. But nowhere in my mind did I think it'll be the Falcons dragging the Bills up and down the field, man. What the heck was last night?
Hey, man, the Falcons made their statement to the world. It's funny, I got a chance to talk to Raheem Morris right before their bye week. And we were talking about Michael Penix having that bounce back game. And he said that this is who he is. And he said, I know the country saw him in week 4 and thought maybe this is a bust or we picked the wrong quarterback. But he's like, this dude has the poise in the big moments, and he's going to show y'all when you play the Bills on Monday Night Football. And I'm like, okay. But still in my mind, like, let me see it. And he did it. And look, whether it's Michael Penix, whether it's Bijan Robinson, who Raheem Morris said is the best player of football, and people laughed at him and said that maybe he's a homer. Maybe he's right. Or Drake London, who went crazy. Or this defense and pass rush that fans have been asking for years showing up. This Falcons team might be for real.
Dog, they got Josh Allen on the ground 4 times, and a couple of them they didn't even have to sack him because they got to him so quickly. They were holding him upright. They looked over at the refs like, all right, we good? We good here? Like, what was that? Where did this pass rush come from, dog?
Hey, they invested in it. Look, Terry Fontenot's got a lot of flack in the draft for trading the future first-round pick for James Pierce. And they're like, why would you trade a first-round pick for a dude who had issues at Tennessee? And, what could that first-round pick could be a top 10 pick? Y'all might be bad. Look, they invested 2 first-round picks in pass rush. They drafted guys the last couple of years on that defensive line, and now it's paying off. And so I think that's really the big part of it. They also have a new defensive coordinator, and he has been fantastic. They play an aggressive scheme, and I thought they did just enough to confuse Josh Allen and play press coverage on the outside to their receivers where they couldn't make those plays down the field.
We are howling with the Wolf. Cameron Wolf from NFL Network joining us. He's got a decade plus in the league covering the NFL. He covers all teams, including the Falcons and the Dolphins and a lot of teams you care about. But last night it was Falcons, Bills, Monday Night Football. You were there on the field for that one. I'm curious, bruh. Like, do you leave that game more concerned for the Buffalo Bills, who have now dropped 2 straight and this one wasn't really close, or more impressed by the Atlanta Falcons, who got an extra week to prepare for Buffalo, but still, it's the NFL. It's a Super Bowl contender. A performance like that shouldn't be taken with a grain of salt.
Yeah, way more impressed by the Falcons. Because, look, the reality is, let's call it what it is, nobody thought the Falcons were a true contender. We thought the Bills were a contender. We know they have issues on defense. We know they don't have that number 1 receiver. But we didn't think the Falcons would do that. And so, to me, that's the bigger storyline. That Michael Penix, at least in these last couple of games, showed why they believe he's the guy. Bijan Robinson looks incredible, and that defense is finally catching up. And now you start to think, why aren't they a playoff team? Why can't they make a hunt towards the Bucks for this NFC South title? For the Bills, they've got problems. They're probably going to have to make some additions at the trade deadline, but I'm not overreacting to them because the reality is they have Josh Allen. It's just like the Chiefs struggles, right? They got Patrick Mahomes. They're going to figure it out.
That's always how you feel about those elite level quarterbacks. But what was the offense concerning at all to you? Because when they traded away Stephon Diggs a couple of years ago, the idea was we're going to lean on Josh Allen and the run game. Joe Brady dials up this offense where it's conservative enough to where it's a lot of rack, and then also using Josh Allen's legs. But in a game like this where the Falcons forced him to get the ball out of his hands, he was 15 for 26. Completion percentage under 60%, only 180 passing yards. Most concerning, the reason Josh Allen and the Bills have been so good and were good last year was the volatility was down. He was not turning the ball over. I think they had the best turnover rate in it was like a historic level turnover rate that they had. Yep. 2 turnovers in a game right here, and probably a third one could have happened for him on Monday Night Football. Is that part of it kind of concerning for you?
Yeah, it is. They went through what was the NFL record of games winning the turnover battle.
Yeah.
I think it was over 30 weeks in a row, which is incredible. And they lost this past game. And so the reality is Josh has always had to be Superman for the Bills to be good in this post-Stephon Diggs era. The difference last night that did trouble me, offensive line not as dominant as it has been in the past. They got away from James Cook running the ball, which was a huge, huge part of this offense the last couple of years. And in a game where they didn't have Dawson Kincaid, they didn't have Curtis Samuel, nobody was winning their weapon battles one-on-one. And so when that happens, this offense just looks like it's one-dimensional. It's Josh running around and making a play, and he can't do that for 40 plays.
Yeah.
He can do it for 4. Maybe 5, but not 40.
Who has more holes to fill? Who has more things to figure out now between the Buffalo Bills and the Philadelphia Eagles, who had similar expectations coming into the year? They have the same record right now as things stand through 6 weeks. I will say there does seem to be a little less dissension, a little less we hate each other going on in Buffalo than Philadelphia. But who do you think has more to figure out now?
I think the Bills do because they're different issues. The Eagles' issues, as you mentioned, are drama issues. They're schematic and who's getting the ball, what is the formula of our offense. It's not a talent issue. They got enough talent to win. They have some question marks to the youth of their team, but they have enough. The Bills, I'm not sure if they have enough. Like, they got to add some pieces. Their safety room is rough. That wide receiver room is rough. They're not getting any pass rush. To me, that's more concerning because the Eagles, they can talk, they can have their meetings, they can feed A.J. Brown the ball, and then next week they can score 40 points, and we're like, oh, they're all good again. The Bills' defense is going to be a question the rest of the season until they add more.
We're howling with the Wolf. It is a Tuesday, October 14th. We're 6 weeks into the NFL season officially. I gave out my top 5 MVP candidates before you jumped on here, Cam. Who do you think is in the driver's seat right now when you think about this guy so far is the MVP of the season, and I can see them holding that award 15 weeks from now?
Yeah, honestly, both of my leading candidates now are in the NFC South.
Ooh.
I think it's Baker Mayfield and Bijan Robinson.
Wow.
Are leading the MVP race. It would have been Josh Allen before last night, but I think he took a step back, had a couple turnovers, losing a couple games in a row. I think he'll be back. And I think once you see more Patrick Mahomes with Rashee Rice and the full offense, he's going to get back in it. But if we stop the season right now, Baker Mayfield would be number 1 and Bijan Robinson would be number 2. Because you look at what Baker Mayfield is doing, comeback victories, putting the team on his shoulder. They have arguably been the best team in the league so far. And then we just saw Bijan Robinson last night, over 240 yards combined, and he's been like that all season.
Yeah, Robinson, the second player to reach 450 rushing yards and 300 receiving yards through his first 5 games in a season since Thurman Thomas in 1991. And he does it against the Bills.
Yeah. Special dude, man. And I'm a big Saquon Barkley fan, but Bijan Robinson is the best running back in football right now.
Whew, that's lofty words because you say that, but then there's Christian McCaffrey who's still hanging around. You got Jonathan Taylor tearing it up with the Colts. Like, the renaissance of the running back position happened last year, and it feels like we are now compounding on that this season as teams are leaning more in the run. What are you seeing with that trend? And how do you think it'll continue to impact the way in which guys pay running backs and then also draft running backs in the first round?
Yeah, that's a great question, and it's a good observation. I think the big thing has been the usage of these running backs in the passing game, because now you see them as a multi-dimensional weapon. They're not just the hand the ball off to them 30 times. You could end up giving a running back 14 carries, and he can still be the most impactful dude because he's got 7 or 8 catches, like Christian McCaffrey. If you look at Christian McCaffrey's stats, he's actually been subpar as a rusher, but he's been so elite as a receiver that he's able to make that impact. Bijan Robinson has been elite in both. And so you add that extra weapon for the Falcons. You got Drake London. Whole question all seasons, who's your wide receiver 2? You don't need a wide receiver 2 if Bijan Robinson is your wide receiver 2.
Yeah.
And he's also your running back 1. And so you're putting the package into one. And so that, I think, is a part of the renaissance. All the dudes you mentioned, Christian McCaffrey, Jonathan Taylor, Bijan Robinson, Saquon Barkley, all elite weapons out of the backfield with their hands. And so I think that's why you're seeing this running back renaissance happen.
That feels like it's one of the criteria that matters more and more, especially in draft prospects. Like they ask those questions of Quinshon Judkins. That's what Travion Henderson's draft profile relied on. And I'm curious to see how that happens. It turns out for both Omarion Hampton and Ashton Genty, who are known more for their running prowess. How well of a receiver can you be, and how much can that extend you into that second or potentially third contract here in the NFL? We are howling with the Wolf at Cameron Wolf on social media. He's an NFL Network reporter. He covers all of the league, but he has a very keen eye on those Miami Dolphins. And you know I'm not letting you out of here without asking about them Fins, dog. You know I couldn't let you out.
Ooh.
What's happening over there?
Man,
the trade deadline's coming
I
up.
think my take is that, maybe I haven't been to enough meetings to feel like I'm going to be able to be the reason why I impact winning or losing. I don't know, man.
You're showing up late.
It's a bad team, and they keep making headlines for the wrong reasons. Tua was the one this week. Stuck his foot in the mouth. Teammates obviously didn't like it and got the blowback that he deserved national media-wise. Is Tua the biggest reason why they're 1-5? No. But he's not helping, whether it's with his play, throwing 3 interceptions in the loss to the Chargers, or, creating more eyeballs on a team that is struggling to find the right leadership, the chemistry to turn this thing around. And so I don't know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel for this team, for Tua, for Mike McDaniel. And I think everyone is just waiting for the win and not necessarily the if. The good news for them, they have the Cleveland Browns this week, who may be the only other team that has just as many problems as them. And so it's almost the somebody's got to win bowl. And maybe for at least 1 week, they get a break from the headlines if they can beat the Browns.
Well, that's what happened with the Jets game. That's the one win the Dolphins have this year. But the issue is you can't live off of that because the issue is we're saying here in South Florida, well, good thing we got the Cleveland Browns on the schedule. You want to know what they're saying up there in Cleveland, Ohio?
We got the Dolphins. They gave up 240 yards to Rico Dowdle last week. Hey, Quinshawn, it's your week.
Hey, BTA, Quinshawn. That's what they preaching that all week. That is man, that is the one issue when you start looking at the calendar saying, well, at least we have this team. Just you have to keep in the back of your mind, are they saying the same about us? Yeah. We're howling with the wolf.
That team.
And see, that's the kind of thing that you say about me when we go out to golf. You're like, oh, good thing I'm going against Theo. I know I can get a win. But I will have you know, though I have not been out to the golf course in quite some time, I done got my tail back in the gym. So I'm catching up to you in that sense, man. I don't know how much working out you've been able to do this NFL season, but your boy is back.
Oh, I've been in the gym. I'm not worried about that. Let's get on that bench, dog. I'm good with that. Now, I have not been on the golf course, but even so, I still feel good facing Sandy Theo out there.
I love the bunkers because it means I'm close to the pin. That's usually what it means.
Hey, you pay for the whole round. You might as well see all parts of it, right?
I need to see everything. Yeah. I got to make sure the rakes are still doing good. I report back to the clubhouse if one of the handles is broke.
Well, they enjoy you because you tell them all the time.
Yeah.
You give them the report for every hole. Let them know how cold the water is.
Yeah.
Dig the ball out of there. Yeah, all of that.
Cameron Wolf joining us here, dog. NFL Network reporter, amateur golfer, but an expert when it comes to making good predictions and seeing what's happening in and around the league. Is there anything through 6 weeks? Is there any bold prediction or anything that you have an inkling could happen over the next few weeks that could shock people around the league? Because we're nearing the trade deadline. We're also in a state where there's a lot of teams who are figuring out, oh, we might actually have some juice. We might be contenders, and other teams the other side of that, right, where they might become sellers. Or any things that you're kind of keying in on over the next few weeks here?
Yeah, I'm looking at the trade market to start, and I'll tell you this. The Colts, the Jaguars, the Eagles, all guys that I look at and say they can make potential big splashes on the trade market before the deadline, particularly on that defensive line and the edge rusher spots. All of them think they need more at that group. The Jags already made a trade for a couple cornerback swaps. The Colts, you talk about surprises, maybe the biggest surprise in the league. They're 5-1, playing really well with Daniel Jones. We talked about them at the beginning of the year of maybe this is a coaching change, a GM change. Now they're like, we put all our chips in the pocket. Let's go for it. And so you see those teams probably going to be more aggressive in the trade deadline. And I think we're still probably 6-8, 6-7, some would say, more trades away from the deadline coming up.
Too old for that.
I was about to say, Cat. Look, we about to. I still have not fully figured out what the hell 6-7 is, but somebody told me it came from a song or something. Maybe you're hip enough, maybe you're young enough, Cam, to know what the hell that means. But I know you're supposed to do the juggling. So is your weak ass fantasy football team. Cameron Wolf. Cameron Wolf here joining us. We're going to let you go. We know you got some meetings to get to, man, but we're looking forward to seeing what happens in and around the trade deadline, and then we'll tap back in with you. Do you know what your assignment is for week 7 here in the NFL?
Yeah, I'm actually going on the road tomorrow because I got the Thursday night football game, Cincinnati versus Pittsburgh. So you can see the Steelers, who have been another pleasant surprise. Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers can go 4 games up in the AFC North with the win. Over the Bengals.
Well, hey, look, I heard what Jamar Chase said the Steelers are going to be looking to do, so just stay safe out there, Cam.
Hey, man, it's not me. Just not me.
Stay out of harm's way.
Did he spit? Did he spit on him?
Appreciate you joining us, Cam. We'll catch you. We'll lock in with you next week, dog.
All right, man. Sounds good. Yep.
That is Cameron Wolf from NFL Network joining us via the Baptist Health Hotline. And yes, Jamar Chase, he didn't.
Did he spit? Did he spit on him?
He did say it would be a little rugged out there. It'll be a little rugged in that AFC North matchup there. The Baptist Health Hotline, that's how Cameron Wolf joins us of NFL Network. That's how you can join us, 888-760-3776, 888-760-3776. That is the Baptist Health Hotline. Pull up on us, man. It's not just about, I don't want you calling us telling me if you have joint pain, telling me if you got aches, if you got a sore back, if you have issues that are keeping you from the field of play or maybe from doing the things you love. No. Don't tell me that. You need to tell Baptist Health Orthopedic Care that. That's baptisthealth.net/ortho. No. When you call the Baptist Health Hotline, 888-760-3776, tell me about the pain you feel with your favorite sports team. I can help you through that. Tell me about the ailment you have with your fantasy football team. I might be able to help you craft a trade up. I'm probably going to do that off the air, though. That's boring stuff. But don't tell me about your joint pain. Bring that to the pros. And Baptist Health can welcome you to pro-level orthopedic care. Right at Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. From sports injuries to everyday aches, our expert team delivers the same advanced care trusted by the pros. So get back to the life and the activities you love. Learn more at baptisthealth.net/ortho. 888-760-3776. That's the number to call in. CCAT, did you finally hear? I know I asked you at the end of yesterday's show. I'm guessing you have gotten around to finding out what Jamar Chase predicted the Steelers would look to do against them on Thursday night.
Raw.
Yes. He said that they would be
unfiltered.
Yes. There no protection.
Unedited.
No raincoat. They would go in there. They would handle business
like dogs.
And you know what I think, C-Cat? I think he meant to go ragdoll us.
Maybe.
I think that's what it was. I listened to it a couple of times. I thought about it, and I'm like, there's no way he meant to say that.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes we hold athletes and coaches to too high of a standard based on the words they actually say.
Yeah.
They're not professional talkers.
No.
Like maybe coaches a little bit more so than players, but especially players. Like they're there because they are some of the fastest people on earth, because they have the best hands on earth, because they're great at playing these games. They're not there because they can communicate to the media well. That's not their job.
Secondary.
So sometimes they slip up.
Yeah. Just like what he thinks the Steelers are going to do.
Yes. And I think sometimes we hold even quarterbacks at too high of a standard in terms of how they handle the media. These guys just throw a football really well.
Yeah.
Maneuver the pocket well. So I think sometimes Tua, we're a little hard on him. Just like, lack of leadership, whatever. Didn't really think too far ahead of what he was going to say. Things happen.
He's crashing out, man. He's using the media as therapy. That's Tua's issue. Josh Allen, before we go to break here, Josh Allen, good quarterback still?
Yes.
Okay.
Good
Jalen
quarterback.
Hurts.
I mean, you watched the game.
Is Jalen Hurts a good quarterback?
He's a serviceable quarterback. He deserves to be a starting quarterback in the NFL. I think anyone who says otherwise is completely wrong.
Josh Allen
but Theo, you watched the game last night. Josh Allen had to be a superhero yesterday, and that's why there were a lot of turnovers in that game. He was running for his life on almost every snap.
It hit different when you ain't surrounded by that talent that's helping you out in a major way.
I mean, that's their job is to protect the quarterback.
It hit different. That's all I'm saying.
It did hit different because he caught the football, and he had 3 Falcons in his face.
It hit different. People was criticizing. So, Mahomes got knocked off of his mountain multiple times because he had offensive line issues. No issue there. All I'm saying is
criticism did not come from my direction, my friend.
All I'm saying is there's
straw. I don't know if these people exist that you're talking about. These are straw men.
No, they're not.
These are people
look at the actual Mike Sandoz from The Athletic. He does an actual poll that gauges from actual NFL execs and management and coaches, and they had Mahomes behind. I think they had Mahomes behind Allen and Jackson this year. So it's not a straw man. This is actual real stuff. But no, we'll go to the break. We'll go to the other side. We got to get around to get to. Tina's going to be pulling up later on. We even have a Cleveland Browns report. I need to know what the hell is going on behind closed doors with Shedeur Sanders and those Browns. They play Thursday Night Football against the Steelers, and it might get. Oh, actually, they don't. That's the Bengals. But we're going to get around next, and Tina's coming on a little bit later for the Monday midterms. That is CCAT. I'm Theo Dorsey. We're theoretically speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 1063.
2 hours ago, Kyle arrived at the bar.
Hey, what's everyone drinking?
30 minutes ago, Kyle got his friends another round of drinks.
Cheers!
5 minutes ago, Kyle decided to drive home drunk. A minute ago, a law enforcement officer pulled up behind Kyle.
Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
A chain of events that began 2 hours ago is about to change Kyle's whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Brought to you by FDOT.
During football season, keep your home in the win column with EDS Air Conditioning. Right now, qualified customers can score 0% interest for 60 months on a brand new AC. Hot streaks belong on the field, not in your living room. With over 800 Google reviews and a 4.8 star rating, EDS is the trusted MVP since 2006. Visit EDSisyes.com today, kick off your game day comfort, and don't sweat the small stuff.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
Together, we're Anajar and Levine, and our team is a triple threat to big insurance companies.
Don't settle with the insurance companies for a fraction of what your case is worth. We'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
That's the Anajar and Levine difference. Get your free case review right now. We'll help you take back control of your life. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party.
It's Thursday. New Hard Rock Bet rewards are dropping.
Nice. Ed Reed, you in?
The only thing I drop is receivers and mics.
Ed, we're talking bonus bets, deposit matches, parlay insurance.
Oh, okay. I'll do that kind of drop.
Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New players bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and up and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Hi, I'm Michael Manzo, owner and founder of Manzo's Italian Deli. And
Stop, Dad. After 20 years, people are tired of hearing your voice.
Yeah, and your lame-ass commercials.
Fresh prosciutto, mozzarella, outstanding.
Oh, please.
There's only one reason Manzo's is voted #1 deli in Palm Beach County for 20 years. Our mother.
She makes sure you prepare everything from scratch using only the freshest ingredients.
Manzo's Italian Deli is located on Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard, right next to Rain Dancers.
Is that a strip club?
No, it's a steakhouse. Manzo's is open weekdays from 8 to 5 and offers free delivery. So stop by or call 697-9411. That's 697-9411.
we also specialize in hot and cold catering for corporate functions and special events.
Just ask anyone who was at my last birthday party.
Does your business leave a lasting impression? Attractive, eye-catching signs help you stand out from the crowd and create a strong brand identity. Our team at Signorama West Palm are experts in helping your business get noticed and get effective signage in front of your potential customers. Our team could turn your blank windows or plain vehicles into money-making branding machines by drawing customers' attention to your business. So if you're looking to leave that lasting impression, call us 561-687-7993 or visit signoramawpb.com.
Whether it's a clutch touchdown pass, a game-winning dunk, or an impressive dash to the finish, we want to highlight the best performance of the week. The winning performance will receive $500 courtesy of Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Catch the biggest moments and winners all season long on ESPN 1063 and ESPN West Palm Play. Nominate them today by emailing highschool@espnwestpalm.com. Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Welcome to being treated like a pro.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
I am in a place of amazement when I think about, number one, where we are in the football calendar. I cannot believe I opened my eyes today. It's October 14th. We are 6 weeks into the NFL season. In college football, we already got teams who feel eliminated right now who have fired their head coaches. Sorry, C-Cat. Sorry about that.
Preseason number 2. Or actually, no. Mid-season number 2.
You warned us, too, when y'all came into the year highly ranked. You kept saying, this is not good.
And you know what? It was different than
good.
I've seen in years past, though. So I can at least appreciate that. I got a different flavor of ice cream. People tasted like pavement, but whatever.
People are saying that they're not. I'm hearing people are out on the Fran Brown flavor of ice cream in Penn State. What's up with that? I thought he was a hot candidate for y'all, and then I'll see on Twitter everybody's like, we don't want the guy.
Got a lot of options, we assume.
We are not desperate. If you want some money in your pockets, not if you're desperate, if you just want to win some extra money like I like to do, especially when watching football, hockey, basketball, any of the sports that you love, Prize Picks is the best way to cash in. Especially, though, this football season. Which players are going to go off, huh? Which ones are getting overhyped? Make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your takes into cash, and it's simple to play. You just pick more or less on 2 to 6 different stat projections. If you get your picks right, you can cash in. Well, Theo, what do you mean? Give me an example. I don't understand you just saying stat projections and picks and lineups. Oh, well then how about I just take you straight to my Prize Picks feed. Oh, here goes a lineup that I just played over the weekend. $10 turned into $35. More than 0.5 touchdowns from George Pickens. Yep, he got a score there. Also, more than 7.5 rushing yards from Jordan Love. He had 26. He got 8 yards on like the first carry of that game against the Bengals. It's that simple. $10, those 2 stat projections, and I won $35. You can stack players, which means you can do 3 different stat projections from one player in one lineup. You can also get injury protections on players that go out of the game in the first half. Those of you that had lineups with Emeka Egbuka, you're welcome. Prize Picks is like that. Download the app today. Use promo code THEOD. You get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. That is promo code THEOD. Get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. It's also good to take a trip.
The Safebound Get Around is brought to you by Safebound Moving and Storage, South Florida's most trusted moving company. You're safe with Safebound.
Safebound Get Around. It's almost like that one airline, Want to Get Away. No. Want to get around. Want to get around. We always want to get around here, and we always like starting in random locations like...
Next stop,
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Oh, that is decrepit.
Now, their football team's doing pretty good this year.
Yeah.
But the focus turns to their baseball team, who, if you exclude Paul Skeens, is doing awful. In fact, they're not playing any baseball right now. They didn't make the playoffs. They were no good at all. Well, apparently, I just came to the attention that every single year, hundreds and hundreds of Pittsburgh Pirates fans meet in a public park and listen to their 1960 World Series Game 7 radio broadcast. And they have a fake scoreboard they keep updated inning by inning by inning. What is your opinion on the people that choose to do this on a Monday afternoon?
Do you think that most of these people were alive for that 60s broadcast, like the actual game? Like, are we assuming that these are people that experienced this, or are they like re-experiencing it for the first time?
To remember it, you would have to have been born in 1950 or earlier,
right?
And that would make you 75 or older,
right?
And the crowd there is a lot younger than that.
Okay. I'm not gonna kink shame. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be the passion police. If that's what gets you going, then go ahead. Would I participate in those kind of activities? No. But anything you do with crowds and groups of people that creates community, I do believe is warming to the spirit. We are human beings. We are meant to be together. We are meant to be collaborative. We are meant to be social. So I am not going to shame said people, but I would never partake in these kind of activities. Would you?
Next stop.
No.
Okay, good.
Sorry. It's really, it's kind of pathetic, the state of the Pittsburgh Pirates. That you are reminiscing on 1960 and you can't watch the game because it was that old, so you have to listen to it.
Man, like, Martin Luther King didn't even give his dream speech yet.
Exactly.
Like, that was a long time ago.
So,
like the Million Man March, the Civil Rights Act, all of that stuff hadn't even happened yet.
Just go enjoy the Steelers. Like, you're in Pittsburgh. You have a pretty successful organization in your city.
The Penguins.
Penguins?
Got the Penguins.
Sure. That too.
Yeah.
Just watch a Savannah Bananas game, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what I suggest for fans of these decrepit teams.
It's sad. It is sad.
And next, we will actually...
Next stop.
Stay in Pittsburgh.
Oh,
now we'll go to the football game. Because the Browns visited the Steelers over the weekend. The starting quarterback was Dylan Gabriel. The backup quarterback was Shedeur Sanders.
Nice.
Well, Shedeur's brother, who's a streamer, Shiloh Sanders, showed up to the game. He streamed while he was at the game, but he was dressed impersonating Shedeur Sanders and spoke to some fans outside the ball game.
You know who I am?
Yep.
Who?
Shedeur Sanders.
Yes, sir.
I wanted you to go in.
I know.
Why'd they wait so long for Gabriel?
I don't know, man. He's a good guy, though, bro.
Don't give up.
Steelers fans were cheering for
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Seriously, we wanted to see you play, man.
Hey.
We wanted you to play so bad.
I appreciate it. You see me on the field, though? You see me on the side?
Oh, yeah. We're like, come on, put him in. We were yelling, put in Sanders. Come on, Coach, we won 12.
Thank you.
Hey, everything happened for a reason. You know, I'm just thankful to God that I even have the opportunity to get on this field and to just get the chance. You know what I'm saying?
So that is Shedeur Sanders' brother, Shiloh, formerly his teammate at Colorado. Shiloh not on the NFL roster, played safety, was a big headhunter. He's a pretty hard-hitting safety. Do you think that this is all fun and games, or is it another symptom of the drafting Shedeur Sanders and you've got noise around it?
There's no way as a head coach of a football and I don't want to be fun police. I'm just thinking in their brain because in my brain as a fan who is objectively not a part of the Browns and don't care about their good or the bad, I think it's fun. I think it's harmless. I think it's actually kind of hilarious. He's wearing shades and he's his brother, so clearly he's going to look enough like Shedeur to fake out a lot of fans. It is a harmless act, but it is a random distraction and one of many that come with having Shedeur Sanders. And the issue always goes back to the juice isn't necessarily worth the squeeze. I'm not saying Shedeur is a bad NFL quarterback. I'm just saying it obviously is going to take a lot of work to make him a ready-made week-to-week starter. And things like that are just little thorns in the side of guys who are generally sticks in the mud, which are NFL head coaches and owners and GMs, which I can understand why they say, I don't want to deal with that. I'll just take my chance on somebody else.
So many streamers, man. Like, streaming was birthed from, like, playing video games and recording yourself play video games.
Yeah.
But it's evolved to just, like, recording yourself in real life, like walking around. Like, that's what Kai Cenat does.
Yeah, all of them do that now.
And I Show Speed, like they just go around the world and someone has a cameraman and they're just always live.
It's a great gig if you can get it, but I also think it's a very tiresome gig. It is incredibly draining to always be giving yourself to the world like they all do. So, shouts to them. But I will say, too, anybody who is consistently consuming that kind of brain rot content, yeah. I feel for them.
Like, parents, this is what you should be worried about. Not violence in video games, not, just rated R stuff. This is damaging to the youth.
This is bad. This is absolutely horrendous. It is rotting kids' brain and some adults at this point. Like, some of the kids that grew up on streamers are now adults.
And you know what? This is right after school. So if you're listening in the car right now and you're a kid,
cut that crap out.
Knock it out.
Knock that out.
Exactly. If your parents won't tell you to stop, we will.
We will. You know what? Your mom and dad, they are tired. They're working hard. They're struggling to get the food on the table. And they're like, you know what? If it keeps them busy, sure, let them watch the streamers all day. No, C-Cat and Uncle Teddy tell you to knock that crap out.
Exactly. Just find something else.
Go read a book. Or you know what? Play Grand Theft Auto 5.
Watch a movie. Binge a TV show. That's healthier. That's art.
Please actually watch movies and watch real TV shows, like actually with writer rooms and everything, like
Yes.
with literary elements. Like
Sit
do
down and watch the entire Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, do that.
It'll
Harry Potter.
test your and like train your discipline. It's longer.
Ooh.
You have to pay attention to it. Your
knowledge.
phone's turned around.
There's intelligence in there. Like imagine learning everything from iShowSpeed.
Oh my gosh.
No knock to him. He's having a great time. He's backflipping and crap. But imagine like that is the main source of your kid's consumption. Is Kai Cenat.
So watch movies and watch Theoretically Speaking.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Don't stop watching us. We're great. We are the best, actually.
And we're in moderation. We don't go 24/7.
We don't. There's a reason why we don't, because we didn't have to go and learn. We go and learn, and we bring it to you from 2 to 4. These dudes are just always bringing it to you. Like, when are they having time to consume anything? Go read a book.
Next stop.
We are going to go to Seattle, Washington, because the Mariners are still alive in the Major League Baseball playoffs.
Let's keep swimming.
Got a 2-0 series lead over the Blue Jays. The series returning back to Seattle. And Mariners fans and Blue Jays fans that make the trip will have the fortune of having a brand new concession stand item. It is called the Huckle Nut Cannoli.
Hey, no thank you.
It's made with rosemary-scented ricotta cannoli shells, filled with huckleberry sweet cream, toasted hazelnuts, and drizzled in smoked huckleberry caramel.
I don't know what huckleberry is, but damn it, I'm kind of intrigued. I like rosemary.
Think of, I don't know, a cross between a raspberry, a blackberry, and a blueberry. You put it all together and you get the final form, a huckleberry.
Does it look like what I assume it looks like? I think about Huckleberry Finn.
It looks pretty good, I gotta be honest.
It sounds good.
Like
that's delicious.
I'm a sucker for anything ricotta.
Ricotta's amazing, dog. Very
Just
underrated.
like mixing a cream cheese or a bitter type cheese with the sweetness. And I love cannolis.
I might have to make some. I might have to whip something up today.
The Huckle Nut Cannoli, now being served at the ALCS. So that's a yay for Theo?
Yeah. That's a yippee-ki-yay.
Next stop.
You know what city there is not playoff baseball taking place in?
Houston.
No.
New York.
Yes! We're going to New York, because today marks 5,000 days since one of the major New York sports teams in professional sports have won a championship. The last New York professional sports team was?
Let me guess it. The Rangers.
No.
Wait, New York professional sports team. Oh, the Liberty.
No. All right, no.
Well, okay.
The 4 major pro sports leagues that are played by mostly men.
All right, let me think. Giants?
Yeah, the 2012 New York Giants were the last major 4 pro sports league teams in New York to win a championship. Theo, if you were to bet your hard-earned, cold hard cash on one of the major 4 league New York sports teams to win a championship next, not like this year, just who's going to win one next? Who would it be?
I mean, it would have to be the Yankees. Like, they spend up there with the most in baseball. That gives them a competitive edge. Of all the teams in all of the sports, they are the one that have the one competitive edge that I would give them over other opponents in their league.
Wouldn't it be the other team in baseball in New York, the Mets? They actually spend more money.
God, that's new though. That's. I'm sorry, I'm not as inclined. You know, but the Yankees are like top. Oh, you're saying the Mets count as well?
Yeah.
No, I just can't see the Mets winning a World Series. Is that crazy?
No, I don't think it's crazy.
Yeah, like it's almost like saying the Jets will be the next one to win it in football. Like if they draft a quarterback next year, I'm just like, they're still the Jets. They're still the Mets to me. I think it would have to be the Yankees.
Yeah, the Mets, the National League is more difficult than the American League.
Yeah.
This postseason might be proving otherwise. But I think
you'll go Yankees.
I think I would go Yankees just because I can be validated in my fandom with the odds.
Yeah, it's the Yankees. That's the most likely one. If something else happens, we'd be surprised.
Not the Giants?
Hell no. Hell no. It would have to happen like this year. There's not going to be any gas left in the tank between Dart and Scatterboo.
Okay.
If they keep on trying. That is probably the team I'm going to be most intrigued to watch this weekend. I forgot who the Giants have. It's actually a decent team.
No, the Giants are underdogs. They're taking on the Broncos.
That is going to be a very interesting game. In fact,
See,
I've been
that's
trying to figure out my survivor pick, and I am
Exactly.
nervous about that one.
Dude, it is a brutal week for survivor picks. Like, I have had a hard time sleeping, and I studied last night's game, the later Monday Night Football game, because the Bears have the Saints coming to town.
Yeah. That's the one, though. That's the one.
That's the one
only
that
one.
you kind of feel semi-comfortable, and you're getting good value because you're probably not going to use the Bears many times this season. And that was your safe-bound get-around.
That is the safe-bound get-around. And when you are trying to get from point A to point B, especially on a Friday night, especially when you're about to gear up for a game, CCAT, what's a place that you like to get to fuel up the cat?
Oh, it's Racetrack.
Come on.
You fuel up the cat, and you fuel up the Catmobile. But let's talk about fueling up the cat in general, because Racetrack has whatever gets you going. That's their motto. That's the style of convenience that they provide to over 7.5 million people a year. It's just people like you and me, people in our community, because Racetrack supports our community. They support our local high school football teams. Racetrack has whatever gets you going, whether that's the ice-cold drinks, the salty snacks, the sweet treats. They've got really good pizza there, too. And don't sleep on their tornadoes. Those right next to the hot dogs, they've got the ultimate loaded nacho tornado. They're incredible. And right now, they're buy one, get one for $1. My routine each and every Friday, because I'm short on time and I am a hungry dude when I hop off the airwaves on Fridays. I'm driving to our local high school football broadcast. I stop at Racetrack. I get the buy one, get one. Maybe I'll do Southwest Chicken Roller Tornado. Maybe I'll do Buffalo Chicken, but I always do the ultimate loaded nacho tornado. Buy one, get one for $1. They're delicious. You can't sleep on anything they've got at Racetrack because they are here to give it back to the communities they serve, helping our future stars shine. Join them this fall. Cheer on your local high school football team at Racetrack. They're proud to fuel dreams by supporting our community. Together, we're making a difference. And they've got Froyo there, too.
I like Froyo.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never forget the day I was in D.C. and I had honeydew melon Froyo for the first and only time of my life. I went back the next week. They didn't have it. It was seasonal. Every time I go to a Froyo place, I ask the person, hey, do you guys have honeydew melon? They tell me no. I'm still in seek
Honeydew
of
or
that high.
Which better, honeydew or cantaloupe?
Honeydew. Honeydew melon is the best. It's the most underrated fruit to me.
I think you're right. It is underrated. I like both equally.
Okay.
People, for some reason, there's this cult, like, anti-melon agenda.
Yeah, I don't like it.
People just don't like honeydew for some reason, or at least they tell us they don't.
They tell us they don't.
Like, whenever you go to a salad bar
it's
or
always there.
fresh fruit, people just leave those cubed pieces of melon behind. And you know what? As long as the secret is still kept, more for us.
I like it. Oh, I love it. I love it. Especially being like in the media, you go to these press box rooms and stuff. There's always honeydew melon and cantaloupe just left behind for the scavengers like you and I.
Mm-hmm.
And I dig in. I do what Jamar Chase said the Steelers was about to do to that honeydew melon. Theoretically speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Banyan Printing. For 47 years, the trusted partner for all your printing, mailing, and signage needs. And 2025 just brought something big to Banyan. Introducing Banyan's new press. Bigger, faster, and more competitively priced than anything you'll find anywhere in the Palm Beaches. Think variable data postcards, bulk mailings, and high-quality print on stocks up to a 24-point board. Banyan Printing. Visit banyanonline.com and discover how your business's printing materials can get bigger and better.
Football season is here, and the ultimate game day headquarters is Twin Peaks. Whether it's college Saturdays or NFL Sundays, catch every kickoff, every touchdown, every Hail Mary right here at Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views. From scratch-made favorites to ice-cold 29-degree draft beers, Twin Peaks is delivering all the winning plays. Looking for a stronger lineup? No one does game day like Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks, come for the game, stay for the experience.
Hey, Steph Prince here, General Manager of ESPN West Palm, to tell you about a team that has meant a lot to me and this community for a long time. Bob and the team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning have been helping me stay cool for years, whether at home or in the office. And living in South Florida with 3 kids, I don't know what I'd do without them. Family owned and operated, serving Royal Palm Beach and beyond since 1980. Let the knowledgeable and trained team at Bradley help you with your residential and commercial needs, installation, repair, seasonal maintenance, upgrades of all makes and styles and models of HVAC equipment, and so much more. Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning does things right the first time and makes the process smooth, stress-free, and most importantly, keeps you cool. Give them a call at 561-793-7497. That's 561-793-7497 or bradleyair.com. Any need, big or small, trust the amazing team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. Trade stocks and ETFs, options, futures, and crypto all on one platform. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Robinhood, the official jersey patch partner of the Miami Heat. All investments involve risk, including loss of principal. Options, futures, and crypto trading carry significant risk and may not suit all investors. Securities offered through Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Futures trading is offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Crypto offered through Robinhood Crypto LLC, NMLS ID 1702840, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Portfolio management offered by Robinhood Strategies, an SEC registered advisor.
Welcome into the Kaiser Sports Update. I'm Kate Shumsland. It had been nearly a month since we saw the Seahawks football team take the field in West Palm Beach, but the performance we got on Saturday was well worth the wait. The team won 49-3 against Thomas University. The two-headed running back monster in the backfield tore up the Nighthawks defense. Dylan Simon went for a career-high 152 yards and 2 touchdowns, one of which was the second longest touchdown in school history with an 85-yarder in the second quarter. Jaden Miller also went for 141 yards and a score. In total, the Seahawks produced 692 yards of offense, the most in program history, breaking the previous record by 85 yards. The team next heads to Florida Memorial to take on the Lions this Saturday at 1 p.m. For times and tickets on all of Kaiser University's athletic events, head to kuseahawks.com.
Safebound Moving and Storage is growing. We're looking for new movers and drivers who lead by example, show up ready, and take pride in their work. If you're dependable, willing to learn, and thrive in a fast-paced environment, you'll fit right in. This isn't just a job, it's a career. Do you have what it takes? If so, visit safeboundmoving.com to apply today. Safeboundmoving.com.
Experience the power and prestige of the new 2025 Range Rover Sport P530 Dynamic SE. Now available for lease at just $1529 a month for 36 months. With $89.95 due at signing, you'll be behind the wheel of true luxury and performance. But hurry, offers like this don't last forever. Visit Land Rover Palm Beach today and drive the future of sophistication. Land Rover, above and beyond.
Not all moves reflect your lifestyle. At Safebound Luxury, we provide white glove services tailored for high-end homes, fine art, and designer furnishings. Our expert team ensures every piece is packed, transported, and placed with precision and care. If you're relocating a residence that deserves more than a basic move, schedule your private consultation today at safeboundluxury.com to experience the difference. This isn't just a move. This is the art of moving.
Hurricane fans, October is coming in hot. Next up at Hard Rock Stadium is a Friday Night Lights matchup against Louisville on October 17th at 7 p.m. Then the Canes host a coast-to-coast game against Stanford on Saturday, October 25th. Lock in your seats now at MiamiHurricanes.com/football tickets. That's MiamiHurricanes.com/football tickets. And go Canes!
Anajar and Levine.
Call 1-800-7473. That's 1-800-747-3733.
ESPN 1063.
WESP Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station. Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man, your man could smell it.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
Good people. It is the happy hour. It is theoretically speaking. That is C-Cat on the other side of the glass on the ones and the twos. And In comes Espresso Martina. Tina Costanza. My hands are right here on my pen, so you know it wasn't me. And she's looking shocked. She's looking dismayed. She's looking betrayed because whoever the hell is punching buttons on the soundboard is kind of going rough shot.
Yeah, C-Cat, why did I just get the booze?
It's the romper room.
I don't understand. I've been out of your hair for a few days.
Yeah.
You just pick this show up and play with it when you choose, and when it doesn't suit you anymore, you drop it.
Story.
I never take days off, like actual vacation days. Like there are days that I do take myself off the show.
Yeah.
But like
When you're
actual
here.
vacation days, I never take.
Yeah, we don't criticize. So what's worse though,
I know
C-Cat?
what's worse. The fact
What's
that I like
worse?
decide when I'm here that, hey,
Should
I
be
can't be on the show today.
She'll be sitting in the office 10 feet away from us, and she'll text us. Not even the decency to walk in here, like say, hey, how's the day going? She'll text us, yeah, I ain't pulling up today.
Yeah.
Screw y'all. Figure it out.
Yeah, that's actually kind of bad. I'm sorry.
And then she goes to Colorado. I'm a fan of you taking the actual vacations. Look like you had some fun in Colorado.
It was so much fun. I experienced all the seasons in 3 days.
Wow.
I was in the sunshine. I even got a little sunburnt on Friday.
Okay.
Was very rainy on Saturday. And then I was in snow on Sunday. It was awesome.
How's that? How cold?
I
was
was
it cold?
all across Colorado.
Oh, okay.
Like I went everywhere. Like we drove on Friday to the sand dunes, which is about like a 4-hour drive from Denver where my friend Lindsay lives. And then we kind of made like almost just like we'd like just road tripped everywhere throughout Colorado throughout the few days.
Did you make her drive?
She drove, yes.
Okay.
Yes. I was fine not driving. Yeah.
I just was curious. I mean, she's, showing you around Colorado. At least you could do is just, handle the steering wheel a little bit. That's cool, though.
If she wanted me to, I would.
No,
but...
I'm more so frustrated because you don't let us drive. That's you know what I was getting at.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's different.
Lindsay's good.
She did ask me if I get car sick.
Yeah.
And I do get car sick. I'm a terrible passenger. If I have the opportunity to drive, I'm driving myself. Unless I know that like I don't get sick with this person driving.
Yeah.
I will ride passenger.
Okay.
But I'm a terrible passenger in cars because I feel sick most of the time.
Right.
So I always offer to drive myself. And then if you do ride with me, sometimes you get stuck staying places.
Extra long.
Extra long.
Yes, a lot of us have well, not a lot of us, a couple of us specifically here at the station have experienced that.
Yes.
And it can be a bit of a thrill.
Or you have to force me to leave.
Yes. Stanley Cup Final, Game 7. You didn't have anybody riding with you that night, though.
No, that was me by myself.
Yeah. You held us on the ice for a very long time. I had frostbite on my feet.
Yes.
Let's get some cocktails of the day. How about that in the happy hour? I was just having there we go. I can't do it without the Sabrina Carpenter.
No.
Are we ever going to take Sabrina off? Are we ever going to switch it up? Are you?
Yeah, I'm kind of sick of her in general.
What's your new flavor?
I would I'd be open to another Sabrina Carpenter song. Or
It's a good song, though.
it's a good song. Like
Good-
she has a
good
few good
vibe.
songs. And actually today's drink involves espresso, coffee liqueur in it, so it is fitting. I will think of a new song.
No, it's fine. I'm not rushing her off the airwaves. I mean, she's perfectly fine.
This is like so last summer.
I know. I might need to do something a little bit
Yeah,
more
but it's
recent, and
nostalgic.
trendy.
I mean, no. I mean, our audience,
It goes with the name Espresso Martina.
that's what I'm saying. They like
Espresso.
it. People like it.
Yeah, but you haven't really owned the Espresso
You
Martina
haven't owned it.
nickname
You
at
guys are
all.
only saying that because I won't change my Instagram
Right.
name.
That kind of feels like
It
committal.
feels disrespectful.
Yeah.
honestly.
Like you were Espresso
Tina
Martina when we call you
Yeah,
that,
but
but
only then.
you would never refer to yourself as Espresso Martina. If we were not in the room especially, it
Yeah.
wouldn't cross your mind.
She hates us.
No, I don't. Tina in the Wild, I love. Because I'm just living in the wild of life.
What's
And
more
you
important, for you to
never
love the
know.
name or for everyone else?
Everyone else.
Me. I'm going to say me.
Do people like the name Tina in the Wild?
Wrong
I
business,
think
sweetie.
so. I think so.
You think so?
I don't know. I haven't really asked anyone, like, do you like Tina in the Wild?
I think it's okay, but I think Espresso Martina's better is the thing.
But I don't order espresso martinis or espresso martinas all the time.
You don't.
I think the idea
But
is you are the Espresso Martina because you come in with energy
Yes.
and you have a good time.
Yes.
Why do I have to spell this out?
This is crazy that we have to do this
This
every
is
time.
just, it's insulting that I had to say these words.
I wish I could put both. I like both.
Well, you could put in your bio, you're in the wild, and then your name could be Espresso Martina.
If you were,
So confusing.
No, just put in your bio like I'm in the wild.
Yeah.
But
with
like
two
you-
exclamation point.
you don't hang out in the Everglades
Yeah, you
and are
don't.
like catching iguanas and stuff. That's Tina in the wild.
That's
There's
the
that-
issue, too.
There's a
There's a
Tina
real
out there
No.
probably that is doing that right now. and you're just pretending to be that person.
No,
Got a point.
It's because if you go on my Instagram, some days I could be doing 7 different things where I'm at all these different events. Maybe I'm doing a beach walk, and I'm at an event. Like, I am always just having my hands everywhere, doing everything. Like,
That's not
and
the-
I'm living in the wild of
You have
life.
a job?
I have a
That's
job.
not the
I
wild.
post my job. Like, I'm just living in the wild of life.
Hold
And I
on.
post it a ton.
I will say, to be fair to what CCAT is pointing towards, like,
I
you're
get
in
it. There
society.
should be, yes. I'm living in the wild of society.
There's going to be
I'm not doing anything with wild animals. Like
Alicia in the
iguana
wild.
guy.
You won't believe my day. I went to Trader Joe's and I got a coffee, and then I went to work, and then I had lunch with my friend. Yeah, I'm in the wild.
Oh my gosh! Like, at
I
least
get it. There's no animals on my feed ever. I did, though, if you look on my Instagram for my Colorado trip, Tina in the Wild with 2 Ds, I saw a moose this weekend. I was right by a moose.
See, you know what though, CCAT? Anybody who's really in the wild wouldn't exclaim, "I saw a moose this weekend." That would just be Tuesday for you.
Yeah, that'd be a normal thing.
Yeah.
Normal post.
So you are Espresso Martina posing as Tina in the wild.
Shout out Cuban Tarzan, by the way. I've been showing Theo
You know
this
what's
guy.
crazy? You know what's crazy? And I got to tell you this off wax who did it because there's a reason for it. But somebody showed me that guy today, and I was like, "Oh, CCAT's always talking about him."
Yeah, Cuban Tarzan. I think he's like in the area, and he's just catching iguanas.
We might be doing some things with Cuban Tarzan.
What?
I'm just I'm flirting it out there. I'm just throwing it. Just a little nibble. We'll talk in the break.
Okay.
Can we get a happy hour cocktail of the day?
Yes, we can.
They're gonna love the announcement too. It's coming. Yes. I've seen some mock-ups. It's gonna be great. Come on, Tina.
Today's cocktail of the day is the Colorado Bulldog. And you've got vodka,
Narcissist.
espresso coffee
It's
liqueur.
all about Tina.
I just came back from Colorado.
Is this about the Broncos? No, they were overseas. This is about
This
Tina's
is about
trip.
me and my trip.
You
You've
saw
got-
a moose. It's like- what's in it?
Vodka,
Okay.
espresso coffee liqueur. You can do cream or half and half, and then cola, Coca-Cola or Pepsi.
I appreciate cream mixed in with classic soda. Like a root beer float.
Yeah.
Oh, I love a root
It's a
beer
good
float.
flavor.
It's solid.
They don't say it begrudgingly.
It's
like
solid.
you can admit it.
I'm not that big on it. It's not me. I mean, it's not a me thing. It's not a, our cocktail of the day. Who presents this to us?
Well, right when I got back from Colorado, I made sure that I was at my 5:15 a.m. class day at F45, 45-minute workout. I was a little tired this morning, so I'm happy that when I go to F45 Palm Beach Gardens, I don't have to think about my workout. I don't need to figure out what I'm going to do. There is a trainer there helping me. There are explaining the exercises, TV screens, a timer going on. I just walk in, get a great workout, walk out feeling amazing. 45-minute workout, F45 Palm Beach Gardens. Check out the specials that they've got going on at their Instagram page or go to f45training.com to find a location near you.
Man, Cuban Tarzan. We're gonna collab with Cuban Tarzan.
Potential. It's in the talks.
He pops up on my Instagram now because
talks.
CCAT talks about him.
Yeah.
You think they're listening to you?
Totally, yeah.
Some
I've
talks.
never seen him, and then you brought him up, and he suggested for you.
Yeah.
And all over
He
my
just
Instagram.
runs around grabbing iguanas.
I saw one of the latest videos. He was letting this iguana tail whip him. And he
Yeah.
was bleeding.
That's one of the things he does too. Like
He
that's
like-
one of the versions of his videos.
Yes.
Or he'll find a rare like albino iguana, or he'll be with like an Instagram model, and that'll be a way to get more views on his videos
Yeah.
too.
Just put like a half dressed Instagram model in there.
And that's conveniently the thumbnail on the
Yeah.
Instagram reel.
It works.
It works.
Yeah, it hooks people in, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, he's fighting an iguana."
Yeah, I think he has like a bunch of different exotic pets too, all of which are probably legal.
That guy's in the wild.
That guy's in the wild.
Exactly. Like, oh wait, Cuban Tar, we got a perfect person for you to meet.
Yeah.
Tina in the wild.
Tina in the wild. He's gonna be like, "Oh my god, this is my dream."
What does
Like,
she do?
Yeah.
Well, she went to the zoo.
Yeah.
It came from, hey, Tina in the Wild did originate from my endorsement and my partnership with the Palm Beach Zoo. And I
Yes.
got to do so many things with animals. And so Tina in the
They were
Wild.
very orchestrated. There were people there. There were real wild people that were helping you out
She
through.
even fed an anteater.
She pet a koala bear. Tina's
You
really
can't
wild.
pet the koalas, but
You
that
can't?
was really cool. No.
Yeah. Do you think that anybody's ever told Cuban Tarzan who he can't pet? He can't pet?
Cuban Tarzan steals the koala bear.
Yeah.
Like, he smuggles it out of it.
That's wild. Great weekend of football. You know what time it is. It's time for Monday midterms on a Tuesday because Tina was in the wild on Monday.
All right, Theo, you were out last Monday.
Yeah, stop doing them without me. I don't like people winning or losing on my behalf. Did I win?
No,
Russo lost you a point.
Oh, my.
So I am now down by 2. I was down by 3 going into last week. Right now on the season,
winning, though.
This is how you...
if you're watching us on the YouTube stream, you can see the updated standings. Let's just move out the way.
So Monday midterms judges how closely Theo and myself have watched the ball this weekend. Play along, see if you were locking in on Red Zone, watching the primetime games. See if you're smarter than us. Odds are you're not. All right, Tina. Tina's got the questions. Me and Theo answer on our whiteboards. We'll communicate to you what we answered, and we will add up this tally at the end of the year.
As I was drawing, C-Cat did a great job of leading us into this. Let's get it kicked off.
The Jets remained winless with a loss overseas to the Broncos. How many times was Justin Fields sacked on Sunday?
As many times as they wanted to.
Lordy!
It was bad.
Just, doing improv work.
I don't know the number. I'm going to have to guess.
I think I do know the number. Because they were conveniently talking about net passing yards, net passing yards, net passing yards, not passing yards. Both net totals were very damning on the Jets' offensive output. It was a lot. Yeah. And I'm going to go with...
All right, pencils down. Boards up.
I went with 9.
Wow. That would be a lot of
Theo,
stats.
you went with 6.
Yeah.
Well, great job, C-Cat. It's 9.
Oh, yeah, come on now.
Wow.
Put 1 in the win column for the good guy.
Okay, I will, but just wait.
All right, 1 point for C-Cat, 0 points for Theo.
Okay, it's
on
very
this
early.
edition.
You don't have to keep driving it in.
Yeah, that was a hard game to watch. For someone that had any fantasy implications, unless you were holding a defensive special teams, like Garrett Wilson injured and locked up by Pat Surtain.
Breece Hall had a lot of yards, but no touchdowns or catches.
Justin Fields was supposed to be a gold mine for fantasy points. Like, not as an actual quarterback, but as someone that would get you that rushing output. He stunk.
None of it.
He's going to lead the Jets to a number 1 overall pick. Well, just like he led the Bears to a top 5 pick.
They led him to a number 1 pick, which they traded, didn't they? Isn't that
yeah, that's
how the
right.
Panthers got Bryce Young, yeah. So he's good at that.
Speaking of fantasy, congrats to you two on destroying me this past week.
Yes, we did. We're 4-2 right now in the ESPN West Palm League.
Yeah.
Championship Poppy is soaring because our running backs are Bijan Robinson and Quinshawn Judkins.
Nice.
Not much from Judkins this past weekend, but we went hero RB with Bijan, got Judkins late, and we are cruising.
See, as bad as the Jets-Broncos game was in London for fantasy, last night's Monday Night Football was awesome for fantasy. Bijan and Drake London.
Stupid.
I had I believe it was 2% chance to win my matchup going into Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
I had Drake London, Josh Allen, and Matt Prater, the Bills kicker. By halftime of the Falcons game, I was at 50% because of Drake London.
Did you finish the job?
No.
I totally thought he was going to say he won.
Yeah, but I remember that Drake London had a much quieter second half, and also Josh Allen was terrible. So
yeah, I needed one of those. Josh Allen throws the pass, gets swatted back into his hands, and he rushes for a touchdown like he did in Sunday Night Football against the 49ers. It didn't happen, unfortunately.
Whenever you're relying on one of those to happen to win, it just is
I was
tough.
trailing by 11 at the end. What's up next, Tina?
How many one-loss teams remain in the league?
Trick question.
Remain in the league.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Are they in the league? I mean, remain.
How many teams only have one loss right now, damn it?
Were there any undefeated teams going into last week and then lost their first game?
I'm not answering that for you. Why would I help you out? Don't ask
Remain in the league?
Yeah.
I think it's an easy answer.
All right.
And I've got the answer on my whiteboard.
All right.
Because I'm correct, and Theo, you are not.
All right.
All right. Pencils down, boards up.
I'm going with numero uno with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers only being that team.
Indianapolis Colts, idiot.
I'm going with 4.
Oh, Seahawks?
Who's the idiot now?
Both of us, I guess.
You got the Steelers, the Colts, the
Oh, the
Bucks, and the
Steelers?
Packers.
Packers.
Those Steelers are going to be still a one-loss team after Thursday night.
Yeah, they play the Bengals.
This stinks.
That's kind of bad. You know what I will
That
say,
was
though?
funny.
And there's a lot of Steelers fans that watch and listen to the show, and they're probably throwing stuff at their radio dial right now.
That's a very forgettable
us.
team right now, though, man. It is. Very forgettable team. As oddly as that is to say about an Aaron Rodgers-led team. He's been very quiet.
Have you watched much Steelers ball this year, Tina?
Here and there. Not a ton.
It's not that fun of a watch. I ain't gonna lie.
I told you, I have to be in like a good setting to watch.
Yeah.
Fun setting.
All right, what we got next?
4 quarterbacks have thrown over 5 interceptions this year. Name them. You get a point for each.
Oh, nice. I like this question.
How many of them?
4.
Okay.
Have thrown over 5 interceptions.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I
know one from a
off the
previous
top.
question that you asked. And now I think I got this one. Let's see. So I've got 3 right now.
That's pretty good of you.
You could get 4 points from this.
This is tough. You get 5 points. Oh, there's only 4.
4. Only 4.
Well.
Could I just name every quarterback?
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think there's a limit. What happens if you get one wrong? Do you get minus a point?
No, you only get.
So I can just write as
For
many
those that
names
are
as you
correct.
You can only write down 4 names, is what I'm getting.
Okay, there we go. All right, so we're thinking about quarterbacks who have been turning the ball over at a high rate this year. Ooh, Josh Allen had 2 of them things last night. Josh Allen had 2 of them bad boys last night.
Theo, are you ready? I've got my 4. I'm confident in 2 of them.
I am so not ready, but I'm going to go with this one, and I think I need one more here. This is quite hard. It's 4. I have to write down 4 names. Can I get some time? Damn it.
Got to take care of the rock, man.
This is
like an essay question.
Yeah.
Not multiple choice.
I know.
You get some extra time.
Thank you.
Let the record
Thank
show
you.
that I've had 45 seconds, and I am.
All right, well,
I'm
the
done.
record doesn't give a damn about you.
Been
I'll
done.
be honest with you right now, man.
There's some wild cards thrown in there you would never imagine.
Oh, you know what?
Oh, my
This
gosh.
is a good one. Thank you, C-Cat.
Hurry up,
All
dude.
right. More than 5, though, so 6 or more. You said more than 5 or 5 or more?
I've thrown over 5 interceptions this year.
Never mind, not that guy. He's not played enough. I was going to go Jake Browning. All right, I'm going to just throw one on there. Let's just go.
Yawn.
All right, and let's go. Turn them over.
All right, Tina.
All right, I'm going to name the 4.
Okay, we both got Geno.
Geno Smith.
How can you not go Tua, bruh?
Jake Browning.
What?
Tua and Flacco.
What?
Oh, no.
Jake Browning and Flacco.
I know you just said 2. You
quarterbacks?
took them off, and you should have kept them.
All right, Geno and Tua were obvious ones.
Yes.
I went
Okay.
Josh Allen and Justin Fields. So
And I went Geno, Josh Allen, Jaden Daniels, and Justin Fields.
you only got 1?
I only got 1. You only got 2.
Damn it. Jake Browning came in the game and threw 2 picks. The next game he threw 3 picks.
Okay, I didn't remember that.
No, I'm just saying. I'm trying to recall it back. So I'm just. That's kind of crazy too, and he probably will never play another NFL snap again.
Until we get more quarterback injuries, because these guys, if you're a good locker room guy, you'll have a job.
I'm so mad about that one.
What's
I
up
almost
next?
had Jake Browning.
Who was the highest scoring team of Week 6?
Dang, that is a tough one. That's a tough one. Highest scoring team of Week 6. There weren't a lot of high scoring teams.
No,
There weren't
it
a lot
was
of
not like 2 weeks ago.
I showed Colin Russo the questions before the show, and he's like, these are tough. Like, he's like, I needed, when he played last week for you, Theo, he's like, I needed more time.
Yeah, this is a rough one.
Yeah.
We're going to talk through this one.
The
as we
weekend
go.
that was.
I
think I got it.
Oh,
I think I got
gosh. I think I got it too, and that is a disgusting question.
Uh-huh.
Oh, my gosh. All
All
right.
right, pencils down, boards up.
Hey,
The
now!
Giants. Oh!
The G-Man!
The Giants.
Gosh, I can't believe
I'm kind of proud of us for both getting that right.
I
Job.
know. I'm like,
and
who?
it came to you both at the same time. Like, you
Yeah.
both were like, whoa,
Yeah.
wait, I know it.
It was weird because I'm like, who's dropped a 30 ball and it was
Exactly.
unexpected?
34-17. They doubled up the Eagles.
34. And I kept thinking about the 30-point scores, like 30 points for the Buccaneers. I was like, that's not it. The Seahawks didn't score enough.
Yeah, I couldn't remember any 40s.
No 40s this week. That's crazy. And it was the first game of the week. All right. How many more we got? One more left?
We got 2 more.
2 more left. Monday midterms, ball knowledge quiz. CCAT versus Theo. Espresso Martinez to teach.
4 teams have the longest active win streak right now with 3 games. Name one of them.
Oh, nice.
Huh. Ooh,
14.
Wait a second. Hold on now.
4 teams have the longest active win streak right now at 3 games.
Oh, okay.
You
Name
just need
one?
to name one of them.
That's easy.
Yeah.
You need to spell it right?
No.
Okay,
You
good.
have to spell it right.
I never can get this one right in terms of spelling. It looks correct either way.
I'm interested to
Let's
see
see.
which one.
I know he threw me off by saying that, and now I can't concentrate.
It's like restaurant. Wednesday.
Shut up, CCAT. I'm
Definitely.
thinking. Damn it. Goodness gracious, dude. Just yapping his gums.
Someone's got to fill these airwaves with audio.
I know.
This guy's thinking.
I know. I'm thinking very well, too. I'm doing a good job, I think. All right, I'm just going to go with it.
How do you not know this?
It's hard because I feel like it's a trick question. I'm just go with the close.
Oh, wait. Oh, no, I got mine wrong.
Oh, you idiot.
I got mine wrong.
Chiefs.
You both are wrong.
The Buccaneers? No, not the
Steelers?
Buccaneers either.
The Bears, the Pats, the Steelers, and the Broncos.
I immediately thought the
Wow.
Steelers. And then I thought, no.
They lost. Yeah.
I thought that would. I remember their loss so vividly. Oh, my gosh.
That's sick. So, wait, who are the 4 teams on a 3-game win streak?
Bears, Pats, Steelers, Broncos.
Bears, Pats, Steelers.
I should have. The Steelers was my first
Steelers
answer.
has to be the one. The Steelers will lost like week 2. I should have went Steelers. Damn it.
That
hurts.
stinks.
That was a freebie. We had 4 options and we didn't get it. That's crazy. Neither one of us got it.
All right.
One more. Monday midterms.
Final question. How many games in week 6 were determined by single digits? And
Okay.
this could be within 1.
Okay.
There's a 3-number window here. You can get it exactly right.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's nice.
Man.
Perfect. That's easy.
Really? Single digits, not one score. Single
Yeah.
digits?
Determined by single digits.
Single
Okay.
digits
There's
or 1 point.
How many games in week 6
Yeah.
were determined by single digits?
Single digits. Okay, so 9 or less.
That's tough because 9-point games.
That's all the time.
And the answer can be within 1.
Oh,
This is
And
going to be
there's
throwing
2
stuff at the wall,
yeah, I
man.
was about to say there's 2 teams, 2 on bye weeks, 4 on bye. This is rough. Okay. I know that the All right.
All right, I got my answer.
Last night we had 1.
Well, I'm going to change my answer.
Yep. See. I'm gonna just go with a. All right.
A lot of blowouts this week.
Here.
I'm going with 2.
6.
The answer is 8.
Wow.
Whoa.
Big time.
Yeah, you didn't get it right.
You didn't
I
get
did.
within 1.
2. Oh.
Dummy. Idiot.
Damn it. I almost went 7 too. I was gonna go lucky 7 and I went
So there were
low.
6 games that were determined by single digits.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. The Seahawks game was 20-14. The even 49ers Buccaneers.
That was an 11-point game.
Oh, 30-19.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
See, I went to a corn maze during the 4:00 window.
Very, very proud of you for getting out of the corn maze.
Thank you
by
for
the
that.
way.
The Vikings.
And the primetime games were not, except for the Commanders Bears, those were all double digits, right?
Yeah.
So that was shading my my thought process there. That stinks.
But remember though that the 1:00 window was the one that came down to it in every game. Remember that?
Yeah.
That one was like it came down to the last possession. So that was the one where it really happened.
The
second window, I
Saints
don't
gave
think
a
was
big
crazy.
fight to the Patriots.
Yep.
At least in these circumstances.
Yeah.
They still
It was a
covered.
one-possession game. There was a lot of one-possession games in the 1:00 window. Midday midterms brought to us by SL to the B to the T.
St. Lucie Battery and Tire. Sally Girl has been there quite often. She had some tire issues, then she had some battery issues, and then last week she was just acting a little funky. I'm not going to try and figure that out myself. I go to the experts at St. Lucie Battery and Tire. They aren't just in St. Lucie County. They are not just only in the Treasure Coast. They are also here in Palm Beach County. My go-to is the one on Blue Heron and Military Trail with Randall and Jennifer there to greet you, and they're always fabulous. SLBT.com to find a location near you.
Gotta love it. Monday midterms. What's the final score there?
That was a lot of like extra points, like
I think we both got 3 points.
Really?
That's what I got from there.
Really?
Yeah.
I got 2 in the extra point one, and then I don't remember how
we
many.
Both got the Giants.
Both got the Giants.
Both got the Giants. I got another one too, though, other than just the Giants.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, you
I
guys
got like
didn't do too
the
hot.
first couple of. What was the first question again?
How many times was Justin Fields sacked on Sunday?
I got that wrong. All right, what was the second one?
How many one-loss teams remain in the league?
All right, got that wrong.
And then the 4 QBs, you got 2 of those.
Oh yeah,
I got
might
one.
be right. You guys might be right.
High scoring week of week 6
Got the
was
Giants.
Giants. You got that
okay,
right.
So I only got 3. I think that was it.
Yeah.
All right, yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair. All right, well, we got Emmett Golden on the other side. We got to talk some Browns. I got to figure out what the heck's going on with Shedeur Sanders. So Emmett Golden of ESPN Cleveland, he's got his ear to the ground. He has a really big take on what probably is going on there, and I have a lot of questions. So I want those answers. Tina, welcome back from Colorado.
Thank you.
It's a lot of fun having you back. Not as much fun when you stump us on the midday midterms like that.
Who's us? Come on, now.
You got stumped too. We got stumped together.
Barely.
We both got 3.
Yeah, okay.
Idiot. With theoretically speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
In sports and in life, how you move matters. So when injuries or pain get in the way, the orthopedic specialists at HSS Florida provide world-class care to get you moving again. From non-surgical and surgical care to personalized rehabilitation, HSS Florida offers the same quality and expertise you expect from HSS, the world's #1 in orthopedic care. With 2 convenient locations in West Palm Beach and Wellington. Learn more at hss.edu/Florida. Choose better, move better.
Gators fans, you still have 3 chances to catch Florida football live in the Swamp this season. Don't miss homecoming against Mississippi State on October 18th. Military Appreciation Day versus Tennessee on November 22nd. And Florida State for Senior Day on November 29th. Visit FloridaGators.com to get your tickets today.
Fall in Florida means one thing. It is almost time for the Clinics Can Help Golf Classic. This fun-filled event works to raise money to provide customized medical equipment and supplies to the many children in our area in need. Get your foursome together and join the festivities on Friday, October 24th at the exclusive East Point Country Club in Palm Beach Gardens. Make a difference in helping these children live a life of independence and dignity. Register today at clinicscanhelp.org.
ESPN West Palm is on the move. Brought to you by Safebound Moving and Storage, the most trusted moving company in Florida. You're safe with Safebound.
A resort destination beyond compare, yet conveniently close to home. The Breakers Palm Beach offers everything you desire with the service you deserve in a breathtaking oceanfront setting. Immerse yourself in unparalleled seaside glamour and enjoy all the Breakers has to offer as you create lasting memories with those who matter most. The best part, you don't have to travel far to feel worlds away. Visit thebreakers.com or call 1-800-BREAKERS today.
Calling all sports fans, grab your MVP card and head to Duffy's where you can catch all of the action. Not an MVP? Sign up for free and start earning rewards today. Duffy's is voted the best sports grill year after year with their award-winning burgers and wings. Don't forget about Duffy's famous 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day. And with over 80 TVs in every location, you'll never miss a minute of the game. Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more. Duffy's, our game is always on.
Hi, this is Scott Smith with Smith Ball Baez and Prather, Florida Injury Lawyers. We are a Florida civil trial law firm that specializes in the areas of personal injury and wrongful death. Our offices are located in Palm Beach Gardens, Boca Raton, and Port St. Lucie. Our lawyers have litigated thousands of matters at the Palm Beach, Martin, St. Lucie, and Indian River County courthouses. Our lawyers, paralegals, and other numerous members of our legal team live in Palm Beach County and Treasure Coast cities and towns such as West Palm Beach, Port St. Lucie, Lake Worth, Palm Beach Gardens, Palm City, Jupiter, and others just like you and your families. We are a statewide recognized law firm, but it is your community and your families that we live and associate with on a daily basis. Our most satisfying achievement is when we know that our legal power has helped a fellow member of our Palm Beach County and Treasure Coast community secure a fair and just huge result. If you've been injured, the lawyers at Smith, Ball, Baez, and Prather will help. Call us at 500-HELP, 500-HELP. With Smith, Ball, Baez, and Prather, help is just a local phone call away. Offices Palm Beach Gardens, Boca Raton, and Port St. Lucie.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
The date, December 23rd. The day of the week, Tuesday. The arena, FAU Stadium. I'm talking about the 2025 Boca Raton Bowl. Mark your calendars, Tuesday, December 23rd, 2 p.m. kickoff at FAU Stadium for the 12th annual Boca Raton Bowl. Game's going to air on ESPN. Of course, you can catch it live on ESPN 106.3 as well as on your ESPN South Florida app. We're going to have two of the biggest and best teams from the group of five battling it out for their shot at the title. Former teams include Syracuse, USF, FAU, Temple. I mean, we're talking about teams that skyrocket to the top and get a chance to battle it out in front of Howard Schnellenberger's statue. BYU, Western Kentucky. You got one, C-Cat?
I was going to say maybe someone who coached in the Boca Bowl might be the future Penn State football head coach.
Well, technically, Fran Brown was the interim, and he didn't get a chance to coach in that one yet.
I was talking about Golesh, my friend.
Oh, I mean, he wasn't the interim, but he had just got hired. But Golesh, Alex Golesh. All right, There you go.
He's on the list.
He's on the list. Everybody's on the list, apparently. Follow along on Twitter at Boca Bowl and Facebook.com/Boca Bowl for more updates. The 2025 Boca Raton Bowl, Tuesday, December 23rd at FAU Stadium. We'll have to see about that. Joining us now from ESPN Cleveland and ESPN Radio, he is Emmett Golden. He, a Browns fan, a Cleveland native, and a guy who knows the Browns like none other in Cleveland sports, because I got some Shador questions for him in and around the Cleveland Browns. But first off, Emmett, C-Cat is a Penn State alum and a Penn State fan. Everybody and their mama is on that coaching list, apparently. Have you been hit up by Penn State for that potential for that opening out there in State College?
Not at this moment, but it feels like I got another call coming in right now from a Pennsylvania area code. Maybe it's them.
Oh, no. It could be them. And you know what? Emmett, apparently Penn State fans like it when you're ambiguous about whether or not you're going to take said call and consider the job. So just keep it really broad, keep it general, and maybe they'll be rooting for you to get it. Emmett, speaking of getting jobs, man, you knew that once the Browns made that selection in the 5th round, Shador Sanders was going to be the talk of the entire season, no matter how it's went. Now that we're 6 weeks into the NFL season, are you at all surprised by what you've gotten out of the Shador Sanders experience around Cleveland?
I am actually very surprised because I knew how polarizing and how popular Shador was. I wasn't hip to the aunties, and I don't know if y'all know about this. But the CU aunties are fans of Colorado, obviously. They are extremely vocal, and they are extremely proud. And if you say anything, even close to disparaging about Shador Sanders, your mentions will be done for. So I was surprised because I didn't know anything about the aunties. The aunties made their presence felt in Cleveland.
Hey, Emmett, I ain't gonna lie to you. Because the issue is you feel more intimidated by them than anyone else in and around sports because, like you said, it don't matter what you say. You could be talking X's and O's and just be like, hey, I think he could just be a little better with the pocket presence. And they're like, you better watch your pockets before I come after those. Like, I get nervous. Emmett Golden joining us here from ESPN Cleveland. You know the voice, you know the face, you know the name. I'm curious though for people like yourself who have witnessed what he means to the area in general, not just the people that defend Shador Sanders. It seems like he also is doing this other side that we don't hear as much about, where he's actually actively trying to pour into the community. I was going to call you and say, why in the heck do we have a random interview with Shedeur Sanders about Joe Flacco in the middle of a car dealership? I just looked it up, and apparently, are you filled in on this? Like, apparently he's helping give away cars?
Yeah, man. There's one thing that since Shedeur's been drafted that he has done, and, he doesn't send out press releases when he does any of these things. He just goes and does them. Obviously, I'm a product of the Cleveland Public School District, and as soon as he touched down, he went to my old high school, and talked to a lot of the kids, and he's gone to, different, peewee football practices and stuff. So he's been extremely invested in the community. And to be honest, like, Theo, he's a great young man.
Yeah.
There is nothing, bad that I can say about Shedeur at all. Some of the stuff that you heard about him being arrogant and all this other stuff, look, I can't speak to how he conducted or allegedly conducted himself during those interviews, but what I can tell you is since he's been in Cleveland, he's been welcoming, he's been polite. He consumes our content at ESPN Cleveland because he saw me and Gerard at practice and was like, hey, y'all, what's going on? Like, he knew us, So he's just been great, man, pouring into the community and just been a stand-up dude since he's arrived.
Now, what do you think the have the Browns responded yet to Shiloh dressing up as Shedeur Sanders and walking around the concourse and greeting fans and doing stuff like that? Like, I'm curious just on your behalf, your perception of that. Like, do they look at those kind of things as the kind of distractions they were trying to stray from, or are they just like, okay, that's harmless stuff where people are interacting with fans and having a good time?
So the Shiloh stuff, I don't think they really, even registers with them. It's cool. That's his family. Doesn't really affect the team in any way. I do believe the Browns did have a problem with the miming and,
that was weird.
Joe Flacco. Yeah. Joe Flacco gets demoted. Dylan Gabriel gets elevated. They go ask Shedeur, and he mimes. And after the fact, we kind of all found out that, that was a shot to Rex Ryan because Rex told him keep his mouth shut. He's always running his mouth, yada, yada, yada. The Browns felt like that was a distraction because it just left it up in the air for people who didn't know that was a shot to go, oh, he must feel some type of way, about what happened. So that I know the Browns were kind of a little annoyed with, but, the stuff with his father and his family, they don't really concerned about that. That was all in good fun, what we saw from Shiloh this weekend.
Emmett Golden from ESPN Cleveland joining us, co-host of The Next Level with Gerard on ESPN Cleveland. And, of course, we know you from ESPN Radio, from the game nights and all the other things that you do filling in and around the ESPN Radio lineup. But, Emmett, I'm curious, though, for you, when you see things like that happening for your hometown team, but then you look at the product on field, Is it starting to kind of just feel like, okay, I want this season to end so we can see what the hell they do with those next couple of first-round picks in the 2026 draft?
Yeah, it's gone left really quick. If I would have talked to you 6 weeks ago, I would have said Kevin Stefanski is safe. They're not going to fire him. It's all good. And today I could tell you that he is on the hot seat just because of how terrible the offense has been. This defense is a playoff, and I'll just stop there, playoff caliber defense. I want to say a Super Bowl caliber, but I don't want to be hyperbolic. They're definitely a playoff caliber defense. They're a top 3, top 5 defense. The problem is the Browns offense struggle to score 17 points. They haven't scored over 20 in what feels like almost a year, and that's Kevin Stefanski's offense. He had Deshaun Watson put on him, quote unquote, wasn't really his decision. Well, Dylan Gabriel was his decision. And I understand Dylan's a rookie, but the past 2 weeks, the offense overall has just been disgusting. It's been terrible. And that's what's making the season feel like it's taken forever because you just don't believe that the Browns can score.
Now, you know what's funny? We had our guy Cameron Wolf on earlier, and we were talking about the Dolphins struggle. And he said, well, at least they have the Browns next. Are y'all saying the same thing in Cleveland? At least we have the Dolphins next?
Bro, we just talked about this on The Next Level, me and Gerard. I said, At least we got the Dolphins, but you know what? They're saying the same thing down there in Miami. At least we got the Browns. I deemed it as the loser leaves the NFL game, because both teams are so terrible and both coaches are on the hot seat. I don't think the Browns would fire Kevin Stefanski after this game. I think that might be on the table for the Dolphins, though. But yeah, man, two bad teams. I guess whoever is least bad will win.
I was about to say, I don't even know. It's one of those games where it's like if it ends in a 7-7 tie, if a 3-3, a 6-, I would be like, okay, we kind of deserved that for tuning in the first place. Emmett Golden.
Big facts.
Emmett Golden joining us. The Next Level with Emmett and Gerard on ESPN Cleveland. Always doing great stuff there. Before you leave, I'm curious, though, for you, if I had to say between two guys in that Browns quarterback room, more likely to actually start a game for the Browns this season, Shedeur Sanders or Deshaun Watson at this point, who's been recovering from injury, who would you roll with?
Honestly, I think it's going to be both, but what will happen first is Shedeur. I do think Shedeur will get his opportunity. I'm looking at after the bye week, they'll give him 2 weeks to prepare, and they've been very, very focused on let's give him as much as we can and a big opportunity to be successful. Right now, it doesn't look like anybody could be successful, but I do believe coming off a bye week, having 2 weeks, that would be the best chance for Shedeur. But also when it comes to Watson, I could see late in the season. Look, you're paying him $80 million next year. And, yeah, he's not the future, but why not? You might as well get something out of him if neither of the rookies can kind of grab a hold of this job. So I actually feel like we're going to see both at some point.
You hear him on The Next Level with Emmett and Gerard on ESPN Cleveland, 12 to 3 p.m. You hear him all over ESPN Radio. He is Emmett Golden. Appreciate you pulling up for us in a pinch here. And when you see them aunties, duck and cover.
Oh, I'm already ducking. I ride around with my hoodie up. I don't mess with the aunties.
Can't do it. Appreciate your time, man. That was Emmett.
Take it easy, guys.
Thank you. That was Emmett Golden. He, the voice of the Cleveland Browns for us here on Theoretically Speaking. And I guess the Browns and the Dolphins having a loser leaves town game this weekend. Not something I had on the bingo card, but I probably could have predicted it if I looked at the schedule and cared to see who either one of those teams were playing in Week 7. When we're done.
Hey, Culligan, man.
When we're done with that game, we're going to need to just refresh our palates. And what better place to go to than some Culligan water to do so. Culligan water, it is the most refreshing of the water that you can get into your home. You can get it water delivered. You can also get a reverse osmosis system like I do. Get that thing hooked right up to your sink. You can get some Culligan water straight out the faucet. You can also get yourself a water softener from Culligan water. You lather, you rinse, you moisturize, and repeat, and repeat, and repeat. At this point, you feel like you're training for the Shower Olympics. What's that? It's because you got the brittle hair. You got the dry skin. And you're thinking it's your shampoo's fault. No. It's not your shampoo. It's not your soap. It's your water. It is your water. Culligan water softeners remove damaging minerals, and it revitalizes your brittle hair and your dry skin. That mineral water, that residue, it clogs your pores up. It dries out your hair. Culligan water can help with that when you get yourself a water softener. Upgrade your shower system today, because right now they're offering 12 months, no interest, no payments. Visit Culligan.com for more information. Culligan.com, or just say,
hey, Culligan, man.
Right after you type in Culligan.com in the web browser. CCAT, yeah, Emmett speaks some truth there. You don't say nary a bad word about Shedeur Sanders unless you are willing to be attacked by the Buffalo Nation and the aunties. We'll see if Shedeur actually gets a start this year. I think it's more likely Watson does, just because it feels like Dylan Gabriel, as bad as he's been, is Stefanski's favorite and likely continues to start.
They just don't want to at least show the hand that it's a possibility for Shedeur to start. Yeah. When I say don't want to, why wouldn't they immediately say Shedeur Sanders would be QB2 when Flacco was traded?
That was weird.
That just makes
weird.
They begrudgingly had nobody else, and they said, yeah, he's the second option.
Operationally, everything around Cleveland is weird right now, but observationally, if you've watched him for the past 20 years, why would you be surprised? On the other side, the Baptist Health Orthopedic Care Injury Report and more. That's CCAT. I'm Theo Dorsey. We are Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
The PGA Tour is back in Palm Beach. The Cognizant Classic returns February 25th through March 1st to the Champion Course at PGA National Resort and Spa. Be here to watch PGA Tour players take on the Bear Trap, one of the toughest stretches in golf, while enjoying elevated fan activities around every corner. Experience the energy with your friends and take in the excitement of this can't-miss event. Tickets are on sale now at thecognizantclassic.com.
Calling all sports fans, grab your MVP card and head to Duffy's where you can catch all of the action. Not an MVP? Sign up for free and start earning rewards today. Duffy's is voted the best sports grill year after year with their award-winning burgers and wings. Don't forget about Duffy's famous 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day. And with over 80 TVs in every location, you'll never miss a minute of the game. Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more. Duffy's, our game is always on.
Hey, Steph Prince here, General Manager of ESPN West Palm, to tell you about a team that has meant a lot to me and this community for a long time. Bob and the team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning have been helping me stay cool for years, whether at home or in the office. And living in South Florida with 3 kids, I don't know what I'd do without them. Family owned and operated, serving Royal Palm Beach and beyond since 1980. Let the knowledgeable and trained team at Bradley help you with your residential and commercial needs, installation, repair, seasonal maintenance, upgrades of all makes and styles and models of HVAC equipment, and so much more. Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning does things right the first time and makes the process smooth, stress-free, and most importantly, keeps you cool. Give them a call at 561-793-7497. That's 561-793-7497 or bradleyair.com. Any need, big or small, trust the amazing team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning.
UFC Fight Night, October 18th. Reinier de Ridder looks to continue his march towards the belt after a massive July victory over Robert Whittaker as he battles the always scrappy American, Brendan Allen. Will RDR add another pelt to the wall and solidify his spot amongst the middleweight elite? Or will Allen halt the Dutchman in his tracks? You won't want to miss this 5-round slugfest live from Vancouver on October 18th. Twin Peaks is your ultimate UFC headquarters for all the big pay-per-view cards and every fight night in between. Enjoy an ice-cold 29-degree draft beer and made-from-scratch favorites from the kitchen as you watch all the fights on one of the big-screen HD TVs. With Twin Peaks as your fight night headquarters, there's never a bad seat in the house. And you get to enjoy all of the fights without a cover. Twin Peaks is your go-to for eats, drinks, and scenic views.
Download the ESPN South Florida app today and get the latest on local shows like Theoretically Speaking and Russo and Rizzo. Get some ESPN podcasts or get the high school sports updates in Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast. Curious about what Mike Rizzo had to say about Aaron Rodgers? It's on the app. Wasn't able to find the score of the West Boca High School football game? It's on the app. Want to catch the Inter Miami live broadcast? You guessed it. It's on the app. Go download the ESPN South Florida app today and get your fix on all things sports right here in Palm Beach County.
A resort destination beyond compare, yet conveniently close to home. The Breakers Palm Beach offers everything you desire with the service you deserve in a breathtaking oceanfront setting. Immerse yourself in unparalleled seaside glamour and enjoy all the Breakers has to offer as you create lasting memories with those who matter most. The best part, you don't have to travel far to feel worlds away. Visit thebreakers.com or call 1-800-BREAKERS today.
At St. Lucie Battery and Tire, batteries came before tires. We've been selling and servicing all types of batteries for over 50 years. So when you need a battery for nearly anything, we have it, as well as the fast professional installation you need. We carry premium batteries for all your needs: automotive, commercial, marine, RV, and specialty. We also offer delivery and on-site installation, serving our customers quality products for over 50 years in the home of honest, reliable service. Go to slbt.com and book your next appointment.
During football season, keep your home in the win column with EDS Air Conditioning.
Right now, qualified customers can score 0% interest for 60 months on a brand new AC. Hot streaks belong on the field, not in your living room. With over 800 Google reviews and a 4.8 star rating, EDS is the trusted MVP since 2006. Visit EDSisyes.com today, kick off your game day comfort, and don't sweat the small stuff.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
I just got a text, and I think I might need to be calling Baptist Health soon. I think I might have some aches, some ailments. I think that I might need to be headed to Baptist Health Orthopedic Care, and I might make a preemptive call and say, hey, are you able to help with injuries that aren't caused on the sports field? I got a text from a head coach, and I'm going to tell you it after I talk to you about Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. And it said, appreciate the motivation, period. And on the other side of that is our top 10 poll, which conveniently does not have his team properly ranked. And I will say I have a vote, but I do not have all say, and I'm a little bit nervous for my well-being. So I just want to say Baptist Health Orthopedic Care, if you're hearing me, please, I am going to be attending to you soon. I may need your help. Welcome to pro-level orthopedic care at Baptist Health. If an injury is keeping you from what you love, our expert team is here to get you back in the game, trusted by the pros and ready for you, because everyone deserves pro-level care. Visit baptisthealth.net/ortho to learn more. Baptist Health Orthopedic Care is the place to go when you have those achy bones, those joints that aren't feeling so strong. Maybe you're getting a little up in age. Baptist Health Orthopedic Care, baptisthealth.net/ortho.
Yeah, in this poll, I voted for this coach.
Hey, stop pandering. He's going to get your tail too. Go in love, go in peace, go in joy.
This Halloween, the scariest thing on your team shouldn't be your books. Don't be scared. Jay Zolo and Associates is here to exercise your bookkeeping nightmares. With QuickBooks Online and expert care, let Jay Zolo